For number 12, I'm going to demonstrate how to do this problem in Excel. So copy the table to the clipboard and then go into Excel and you can paste it. And I've already included a third column here that I'll show you how to calculate. But when you paste it, you'll get these first two columns. And the first thing you want to do is all these values in B, you want to sum them up so you can figure out the total number of colleges that there are. So I did that here, summed the values in B and got there's 1,621 total colleges. So then to calculate the relative frequency, I came to column C here and had it refer to the value in B2 for that row and then divide by the total number of colleges that there were, and that gives you the relative frequency. And if you just copy that formula down all the way through column C, Excel will do all the adjustments for you so that the next cell actually refers to the value in B3, the next one in B4, and so on, so that each relative frequency is actually calculated for the correct total number of colleges for that category. So once you have all those relative frequencies, Excel will also adjust the rounding for you as you want. So you can round to whatever decimal place you want. And this problem went in 3 decimal places. So get it rounded there, and all you have to do is then type those numbers in to complete part A for the relative frequencies of each category. Now in part B, we're looking for a frequency histogram. So pay attention that you're actually trying to graph the frequency, which is these actual numbers from the table. And a quick way to spot the correct graph is that the third value, so the third bar of the graph, should be the highest. And it's highest by quite a bit. So C would be correct. A is wrong because it's the 4th bar that's the highest, and B is actually a relative frequency histogram. It's not charting the actual frequencies, and you can tell that by the y-axis, which should be these actual numbers rather than the percentage, the relative frequency percentages. C is when we want the relative frequency histogram, and again, that's the third value that should be the highest by quite a bit, so we're graphing these values that we figured out in part A. And B is correct with the third value the highest. A has the 4th one the highest. And then C just doesn't have that tall one sticking up. To answer these questions at the end, the percentage of 4-year colleges with tuition and fees below 4,000, look up at your relative frequency chart you have here. So below 4,000 would be these first two. And if you add those together, you would get 0.093, which as a percent is 9.3%. And then for 20,000 or more, you would look at the 4 values here that are 20,000 or more and add all those together. And when you convert that to a percent, you'll get 21.7%.